Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, welcome back. We're getting ready to go into round 2 here of the qualifying event. If you missed the first round, go back and watch it. But if you did, that score could be 4 strokes better. We had a quad bogey getting stuck in a bunker pretty handily. So definitely learned some lessons on the first round through this course at Combi Point that we're definitely going to be taking to heart. Before we get going, the request as always, please like and subscribe. Those things are incredibly important. Very appreciative of folks that do that, and it does help get the word out and get the channel a little bit more noticed in the search algorithms and so forth, so that hopefully we can continue to grow the community as we go along. So we're going to be settling in. My intent is to finish up the rounds here, get this event done in basically playing one round after the other. So let's jump in here and see what round 2 looks like. Alright, looks like they're going to move us on a little bit closer tee and put the wind down to low, which is nice. And then firm is the fairways and greens, and then it was moderate fast. On green speed, we had moderate last time, so I'm thinking the greens might be a little bit slicker, but we'll see how things go. So they did make a few changes in a patch that they did recently. They're now paying for society events 4 VC per hole, so that translates into 72 VC per round instead of the 54 that we were getting. So it's an increase of 22, which is not quite 50%. Let's say it's a 40% increase, so that's pretty substantial as people are trying to earn money to do some things and so forth, but nothing we really need. Alright, so the biggest thing that was learned, stay out of the bunkers if you can, but I struggle with that, so we'll see how things go. But even on the edge, the hills are still substantial enough that you can hit them pretty easily. So, a little to the left now, but I think we'll be alright. I love the pink ball. That was something I spent a little bit on, and I basically almost earned it back. I got like 175 because I got a couple daily quests done. So yeah, things were pretty good overall in how things lined up. Worried this is going to be too far. Yeah, it was. But it's not terrible, so we'll take that. I'm going to get a flop here and just... I thought I might have... Oh boy, that did not work out the way I thought. That really rolled away from the hole. Goodness gracious. I was hoping I was going to get a birdie and have a good birdie shot, and now I'll be lucky if I get a par. Oh boy, that was bad. That was... I hesitated, and that definitely catches a power problem. Oh, it's not going to move. Golly! Alright. Ugh. Not the start I wanted. I mean, I had a tee shot in the fairway. Things were looking the way I needed them to look. Alright. Let's see. Still a little to the right, but I'm hoping... Alright, we bounced out. Man, we rolled all the way across. Still on the fairway, though. So all told, not bad. 4 mile an hour wind, maybe enough to get me where I need. What is happening with those shots? 21 yards, so this is definitely going to be a flop. Oh! Hit the pin, man. Hit the pin. So I needed it even faster than I thought. not a bad shot, but not good enough. And again, this is how you end up 18 over for the round. You just keep bogeying every hole. So we need to stop that. All right, the devastating par threes. Almost on the green. Okay. So, a lot of bouncing, It is a firm green after all. Now come on back. Nope. Not gonna happen. Alright, move back a bit, but again, it's been a bogey every hole out of here, so it's been not a good result. Alright, getting a little closer to a straighter shot. Man, I am getting some good bounces. It is in the light rough, but that's still not a bad result. Let's see, 94, 12 feet. I'm gonna try this. Oh boy. It's much harder when it rotates, when the swing bias rotates to the right, for me to get a solid shot, but that was a really good result from the distance I was at. So let's see. It's a big opportunity. Well, we should get a birdie, but unless we really have a bad problem. Alright, but that's kind of a two-stroke turnaround, where normally we'd be at 9 over the way I was playing, so now we're 7 over. Okay, wind back at us. I just can't quite get that downswing to go in the right direction. Alright, this should be right where I need it. Alright, at least we didn't get a giant hook to the right. It's a good shot. It's kind of doing a lot of the same thing. So I'm not going to try to guess, I'm just going to putt. I was worried it was more that way. But, oh well. Pars are okay. I mean, again, if I can... You know, I definitely would like to pull myself back down to the 5 over at least, and you know, get that all cleaned up. Alright. Alright. All perfect. And we didn't roll into the bunker, which is the result I had last time. This may have been my quad bogey hole. I may have rolled into that bunker and then been stuck. So, I think in general, yeah, this is a solid result here. Not great, but not awful. Okay. And again, let's just get close. I don't think it's going to come back enough. Nope. It is not. Oh! 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 I was worried when it got close. Alright, I compensated too much. So that was a leaked stroke that does not help anybody. Alright. Almost. We were off by 0.1 seconds from 2 perfect tee shots. Wow, we drove past the hole. That is a bit crazy, honestly. Trying to be conservative. Actually worked out okay. Alright. It is not going to come back as much as I thought. Don't roll off. Oh my goodness. This is now going to turn into a bogey hole, and I was worried where that was sitting. I'm like, this is actually quite awful. So now I'm facing the same thing. So I need to be super, super conservative. I think that was like a double bogey. Yeah, 10 over. So yeah, not an easy course by any stretch of the imagination. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how... Wow, too far to the left. But nope, we're not going to stick. I thought, I'm like, are we going to at least hang on? But we didn't. Wow. I was really light on that. I really thought that was going to turn out nicely. But this is, again, a bogey. And that's assuming I make it, which is not a guarantee at those levels. So we're basically in the same position we were first round, 6 over. Definitely not a good thing. And then this is where I start doing these, like, I'm gonna push things, and then they don't work out. I mean, this is where I ended up before. It's fine. So I don't want people like, oh, no. It's, oh, come on. How did that end up being left? Wow. Alright, the firm and the moderate fast is just messing with my head. You are kidding me. That should have really been an okay putt. Alright, this is hurting. I mean, this is a low... You know, we're going to have a round with high wind. I mean, that's just how TGC Tours works. Like, I can't not be doing well on these type of events. Ah! We lost power. We jacked it over. Alright, we're going to do a full flop here. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. It's not a gimme by any stretch, but it makes it possible. Come on. Thank you. Alright. So... Alright, we're going to pull down. Especially since this is still a wood, that should be on the green. Unless it rolls off, which of course it does. Unbelievable. Man, I am hitting so much softer, and it is still not enough. Nope. It was a good distance, but... This is a rough one. But yeah, what I was getting at is, I mean, this is not an easy course. It demands accuracy. Uh-oh, we're going to be in the bunker, I think. Oh, luckily we rolled up to the top of the hill. I think we'll be all right. We're going to go full out here. Man, I cannot get that downswing following the swing bias that I need. Alright, that one worked nicely. Oh, you darn. Oh, I thought that wasn't going to come back. I'm like, you darn thing, you're not going to fall. But it did. Okay. A little more left. I started with a pull on my backswing. Alright, at least got close into the center. Because in theory we're dropping... I'm going to go up one club. And still, I mean, I'm only 4 degrees, but wow, that's still was a lot. All right, I'll take that one. That gets me a nice par. But again, we're stabilizing too far up. Like, this really should be a round that is better, not worse. Now we're left. I don't, oh my god. I don't understand. Did I hit it? I guess I hit it super short. Alright, we're gonna go up. We may do that. Because the extra elevation is gonna be a lot. Alright. Probably could have swung a little harder. Come on. Oh. That was a solid attempt. I mean, I can only play the way I can play, I suppose. It's not as if I'm intentionally doing poorly. Alright, alright, so we should be able to drive this. Not as big of a pull to the right, but enough that it's not good. Alright, we'll go back to our friendly choker. I'm gonna full swing this, and it'll be what it'll be. Wow. Now that somehow was... I don't understand that, but okay. It was on, but it just didn't have enough giddy up and go to get all the way to the hole. That was actually a good chip and online, but so walk away with a par there. Alright, I'm just hitting right in the center this time, because this was the one that I got stuck in and ended up with a really bad... Wow. These are surprising. Nope, that's nice. Alright. You should go. Alright, I think that's a bird, yes. Second birdie, I think, in the round. Again, just, it's getting me to an 8 over. It's awful. Alright, we're just gonna pull it back like that. I just keep hitting too far every time. Alright, this time we did not, so that's good. Oh, let's just get close. Because I'm just not gonna assume that I can hole it out. I mean, not that I'm not trying, but... Alright, we got a par. And let's just put the 18 away solidly. So yeah, that little black and white post, I think, is a distance marker. Normally, that's what I'd be used to. Should be okay. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the wider fairways, so I think I did decently on this last time as well. Alright, with the wind coming back, this should be good. Because somehow I keep, like, oh, that was actually decent for the trajectory. It is downhill. Way further than I expected it to go. Should be alright. Alright, I was worried it was starting to turn. But yeah, 8 over. Ugh! Not the results I want. I mean, again, people may be struggling enough, and it may work out. I mean, I did see someone that was 50 over on the first round, and 44 over. I mean, there are definitely some scores that will drag that over, but I also have never played like a qualifying event at the start of the entire season. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some people that won't make it, but I don't know if they're like extra forgiving, like, hey, we want to fill out the flights and then we'll let things go from there. But, they used to do it, I think, by like standard deviations from, how everybody did. So again, when you have folks that are doing, the 50 or whatever, because I'm just going to look here. I mean, there's a good amount of people that were, 10, 15 people that are 15 over and above on the first round. So, in that grand scheme of things, I mean, I was ahead of 100 people or so with my first round. Am I still ahead of 100 people? I don't know. But it's like out of 500 people being ahead, 550 people being ahead of 100 people, I mean, that's almost, 20% that would still get dropped at the bottom. And so it's like, yeah, do they take 80%, 75% instead of like a typical cut where it would be, right around the midpoint? Because again, we'd have like 30 to 50 people play in each flight. And so again, if I have 12 flights, in theory, just to kind of fill them out the way they normally do, volume-wise, that's 600 people. So we haven't even had 600 people play yet. Now again, 2,300 are registered, so the likelihood that we will have 600 play is probably pretty high, given that this is the first day of the week to go ahead and play the qualifying event. But I don't know. I mean, the way to assure it is to play better. So that is what I obviously need to strive to do. But this time I can't say I'm not disappointed in myself. I mean, the first round, like I said, you get rid of that quad bogey hole I had, that'd be a 1 over round. That was stellar. This was just mediocre play all around. There was nothing I can point to and say, oh, I went for it and I blew it and got myself in a bad spot and then gave away 4 strokes. Nope. This was an 8 over round. And that's not, if I get that in the next 2, that's not going to set me up well. So let's see what we can do, but I'll see you next time.